shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown town streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown town streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. City's so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so lively, gotta make it mine. From downtown town streets to the Carroll Creek view, there's something special here, you feel it too. Your host Dani, here to guide the way with a big smile. She brightens up your day, girls of your day. Good morning, Frederick, rise and shine. A city so light.
Hey, I'm Deb Gartner with the Beth Uller team of J&B Real Estate, and you're watching Good Morning Frederick.
Oh, good morning, Frederick. Today is Tuesday, October 7th, and I'm your host, Dani Gurrie. How are you today? We're doing a lot of new stuff, which means kind of last minute adjustments and trying to get everything right. Today is going to be the first live interview from Studio 401, other than when my brother Randy's been down there, and he's going to join us later today. Let me just give you a rundown of what is happening on today's show. We got we got people coming in the house. It's all good. I'm at the house today, and my sister just walked in, and my dog's going crazy like she's never seen her in her 8 years of life or whatever it is. So anyway, all right, we got our morning roundup with Bob and Randy. I'm not sure Chris is going to join us, but if he does, that'll be a surprise as well. We're going to go over what's happening in Frederick. I'm going to give you an update on all the events happening in and around Frederick County you're going to want to know over the next couple of days. Then Gary Bennett, Advocates for Homeless Families, and the FSK Lions Club will join us talking about Chief Lando's overnight all-nighter that's going to happen on Friday. And finally, we're going to be live from Studio 401 with our first guest, which is going to be good. It's going to be great. I tell you that right now. Jared Brumfield from Jared's Auto Appraisals is going to join us live, and we're going to see how that goes. So love that you're going to just bear with us and come along for the ride. Of course, all the Good Morning Frederick merch you purchase benefits a local nonprofit. This month is the Asian American Center of Frederick. So when you buy the merch, they actually get the benefit. Mama Cone signed in. Good morning. What's happening? Check here. That's right, Mama Cone. Thank you so much. You know the drill. If you want to know what is going on in and around Frederick, you're on the show. This is the show that is going to keep you up to date with everything happening in and around our great county. All right, we might as well go ahead and get this thing rolling and do what we can. right. Good Morning Frederick is sponsored by Fusion Car Wash, now with 2 locations to serve you. One on Spectrum Drive near the FSK Mall and the other on TJ Drive. Download the Fusion Car Wash app, sign up for their monthly membership, and you get to keep your car clean daily, which is going to come in handy when we get that winter weather, salt on the roads and all that gross stuff. Even with some of the rain and damp mornings we're having, my car is a mess. I don't know about yours. FusionCarWash.com for all the details. All right, we're going to find out what's happening in our morning roundup. Let me bring on Randy, who is in Studio 401, and Bob Miller, who is at Studio Miller in Woodsboro. Good morning.
Oh, you got your own studio there.
Top of the world, yeah. Now, I'm looking at my hair. Of course, that's always an issue for me. And I see that, it really looks like I'm receding here. So I've got myself a Sharpie to kind of color stuff in.
I like it.
No.
Yeah, and anymore, you'll look like Eddie Munster if you can keep going.
I know. You know what? Sometimes I just ought to give up.
I say that lovingly,
well,
Bob.
it's okay. It's okay. I mean, I know the two of us, probably don't seem to have much sympathy for you coming from the hair family, but, we do. We do have sympathy.
Yeah.
I will say, though, and I mean this with all respect that I have, is that if you look at my hair from side to side, you won't see as much gray as you see from that guy over there. And he's and you're you're a few years younger than I am. Just saying.
You just have it right here. Right.
Well, it's very distinguished. Very distinguished.
Yeah. That's called
Dr. Feel Good.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. So we've been updating people on some great Halloween decorations. Do you decorate for Halloween?
I don't.
Okay. I mean, even now with the grandkids and everything?
No, they're not. They're not. That's not something they do.
Okay.
They're not into the devil worshiping holiday of Halloween.
Okay.
So
fair enough. That's
my
all
wife
good.
puts out pumpkins and she does the fall. She does, a job like that, but we don't get any trick or treaters. So
That's like
I don't mind handing
up.
out candy. When we're living in Florida, we're we're in a development. So, people drove from other developments to drive in ours and they just drive along. Kids jump out, get candy. I don't have a problem with that. I just go buy as much as I can. So get them all sugared up and send them home.
Yeah.
That's
That's
how you
right.
do it. I tell you, when I was in Florida, it must be something about Florida because I live near West Palm Beach, and there was I'll never forget this. There was a neighborhood, probably 2 or 3 blocks by like 2 or 3 blocks, and I mean every single house, every one of them had haunted garages, and people were dressed up, and it was a mecca for the kids. Thought it was the homeland of Halloween. You go in that neighborhood for 40 minutes, you got a full bag, and you're good to go.
They're good to go. Yeah. Diana does that. Diana goes full tilt on our, our news and traffic lady. She goes full tilt. She's I think she dresses up as a scary witch or something. But
Nice.
she goes
the
full
nice
tilt.
thing about Halloween is that the people that love it, they're excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can always see those houses. We've been taking pictures, and they just go all out, balls to the wall till I guess November or something, and then they're good.
Well, on the group, Good Morning, Everything Frederick, the OG, there's been a lot of chatter about the 40-foot skeleton that's peeking over the fence as you get on to 15 North from Rosemont.
Yeah.
And Randy went by there and took a photo. It's pretty cute. And I think it's just something to make people smile, which is we all need that right now.
Especially on 15.
Yeah, especially when you're getting on to 15.
Usually there's no reason to smile on 15. I'm saying that.
That's true. That is true because, I think we've gotten another extension of time before they ever do anything to widen the road. And then it's just going to be a nightmare for probably 10 years, like 695 going down towards Baltimore. They've been doing construction on that road for probably 30 years. So.
Yeah. And I travel up to Cumberland. It's like the nonstop construction, nonstop. Now, coming from Florida, we left Florida. My wife had to travel I-4 into Orlando. It was miserable. The governor decided. Now, this is how Florida works. Governor DeSantis said, you know what? We know that this is a bigger problem than this one over here. It was scheduled for 5 years. He goes, no, we're going to move it up to now, and we'll have it done in a year.
Whoa.
Right? I mean, that's how they work down there. Now, obviously, they can work 24, they can work, year round because it's not as cold. Here we have to deal with the freezing temperatures and the ice and snow and stuff like that. So
my thing with any sort of construction, I don't know. It just seems, and it could just be what I've encountered. First of all, they seem to start construction projects like right when school is starting, right? And then they seem to work till about 3:30, and then they're done. My thing is, if you're going to disrupt for 24 hours a day and get it done quicker. Like, just let's put us out of our misery. But it just goes on and on and on and on. And it just, I don't know. I have a problem with a lot of those things just because, I mean, the circle near our house seemed to take like 11 months and it's just crazy. So
people still don't know how to drive. That thing has been there for a while now. People still don't freaking know the rules of those traffic circles. I was telling Bob, you want to fix the traffic issues on 15 going northbound? Just add traffic circles on 15. Obviously, I'm kidding around about that. But yeah, that'd be great. I mean, why not? You have it everywhere else around Frederick, these traffic circles now.
Right.
I don't get the confusion. Just you go to the circle, you just glance left. If there's a car, you can't go anywhere. If there's not, you can go. It's probably the easiest thing to do than putting on sneakers every morning. But
right, and don't stop when you're in the middle of the traffic circle going around.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I don't understand it. It's
the
not
problem is, and see, this is where you guys have failed to see the problems with traffic circles, and that is that there's two traffic circles, right? There's an inner lane and an outer lane. And everybody gets in the outer lane. They're like, oh, I got to get into the inner lane and I don't know what to do. Or I'm in the inner lane and I got to get to the outer lane and I'm stuck. And the next thing you know, they're driving around the thing for 4 hours. They just don't know how to get out of it.
Well, but they're not like, in D.C., like if you go to like the DuPont Circle, that traffic circle over there, that is I don't know if you guys ever been there, but that is a frustrating.
I haven't gone to DuPont Circle, dude.
I'm talking about when you're driving past it.
You know what?
You're driving past DuPont Circle.
This is no judging.
When you're driving past DuPont Circle, and the problem is you're going around that. Hey, listen, we got the same thing in New York. It's called Christopher Street on the subway, okay? And no joke, that was named after me.
You seem to know all the spaces, Chris.
Well, I mean, I'm a man of the world. I know where everything is. Anyway, getting back. Hey, no judging the Sugar Plum Fairy outfit that I wear every year. Okay, and got my nails painted. Okay, anyway, let's change the subject.
Yeah.
Getting back to that traffic circle in DC, man, that is a rough traffic circle to get around. These are so easy around Frederick. It's like, dude, it's common sense. Just it's not even something you have to teach in driver's ed.
Yeah.
Well, they don't teach anything in driver's ed anymore.
Yeah,
so, I mean, you don't even have to back up. You don't have to parallel park. You don't have to. I don't even think you have to back in. So here, real quick, do you guys back into a parking space or do you pull into a parking space?
I mean, I do both. I like to, I like when there's two available in a row, then you pull in, but to back in. That's the best one.
Yeah.
I usually just wait till there's one available in the front and just pull all the way up. That way I don't have to, back out. Just pull right up, and then that way it's a lot easier and I can just go forward.
Oh, so in other words, you try to find two that. So
correct.
You find
There's one right in front of each other. Like
Randy said, you find two empty ones. You go through one and you pull into the other one, so you're just pulling out. That's a great idea.
Yeah. It's hard to do that at DuPont Circle, but I mean, I digress.
Oh man. Woo!
I'm leaving that one right there.
Hey, listen, I'm just going to say this right now. When I used to work in D.C. and I used to take the subway, the stop after my stop was DuPont Circle, and there were times where I fell asleep on the train. And when I woke up, I was in DuPont Circle.
Yeah, I fell asleep on the train. Yeah,
woke up in DuPont Circle.
Do they call that? Do they call that like in New York? Do they call it the tube?
No.
I stay away
Well,
from the two
he
in
might.
DuPont Circle.
I fell asleep and woke up in DuPont Circle. It sounds like the start of a therapy session, but I'm not judging. I don't judge. So.
Me either. I'm just saying, Anyway, getting back to, I guess we should talk about weather, right, or something. So we're not talking about me and DuPont Circle anymore because nobody wants to hear that in the early morning. I'm sure, right?
Sure.
Right on.
All right.
Yeah.
So weather-wise, we're looking nice. Right now, 66 out there, a fair day, and it's going to be another pretty nice day today. Looks like we're going to get to a high of around 82 today. Going to get down to a low of 65 today. And tomorrow you could see some morning showers. You might see some showers later on this afternoon too. So just make sure you bring that umbrella out there. And we were talking about this yesterday. Yesterday, the fog was so thick out there. It was really, really, really scary driving up 194. Actually, we were talking about that too, them expanding 194. Hopefully down the road, we were talking about that with Brad Young. 194 dangerous, especially when it's foggy. People are driving so freaking fast down 194, especially at night. They're going like 70, 75 miles an hour. Slow it down. I'm sure the deer would appreciate it that you could possibly hit on 194.
I mean, you're the only one in this group of four that's hit a deer recently, and you were flying up.
I was not flying. I was only going 10 miles an hour, and the deer was perfectly fine. However, my vehicle was not perfectly fine. Not only that, but after she flipped 5 times and hit the tree, she got up, ran in front of my car again and gave me a wink and ran off. And I'm still taking heat from that.
I'm not sure it was a wink. It might have been the one finger salute.
Right. Yeah. She flipped over your car and then flipped you off. Yeah, I like how that story changes. I was doing less than 30, 25, and now
no, I never said 10 miles an hour. Otherwise, there would have been a lot more damage to my vehicle. And I'm sure, what do you call her? The doe, whatever her name is, whatever you call a deer, would not have survived. So yeah, she was perfectly fine, and her babies are doing well. Thank you very much.
All right.
Very
what do we
good.
got? Hey, Randy, have you seen any other things that are trending on social in Frederick?
Well, yeah, there's a few, I guess. There's I don't know if you guys talked about this, but there's a groundhog in Willowcrest that tested positive for rabies, which is not really to play with. I don't know if you guys heard about that. Yeah.
We don't like groundhogs with rabies.
Well, we can take care of that
I do
quickly.
see groundhog quite a bit, and this is the time of year they're out, I guess, foraging, and I do think they're so cute, but not one with rabies.
No,
Yeah.
You see
I
the
can
ones
take
up
care of
in
that one quick though.
Rosemont Avenue, when you go past Fort Detrick over there on the right-hand side, they're always out and about over there. And it's the worst place for those little guys to be because you got the main road right over there.
Yeah, there
I
are
always
a
see the
lot.
little heads popping up, and then,
Yeah.
they're so cute.
I do. I see them over there quite a bit for sure. Yeah.
Oh,
The
wow.
other cool
Cute they
thing
are.
was merchants in downtown. I guess there was a big I guess the retailers saw a big bump in sales, which is good for down here because we've talked to a lot of people, Danny, you and I, and the stores down here are not really doing good. They say that this was the strongest, Halloween event or whatever, and people
Nice.
shopping in years. So that's good.
That's good. And Bob, what's happened locally what's happened on sports?
Well, the Jets got beat by the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday. Kind of just manhandled.
Hey,
them for the
listen,
most part.
the Jets got beat by everybody this year.
Yeah.
The Jets got beat by everybody this year.
The Jets got beat in a scrimmage by TJ, so I wouldn't be bragging about the Dallas Cowboys.
Hey, listen.
Hey,
Well,
2 weeks, pal. 2 weeks.
Yeah,
All
well,
right.
we'll
2
make
weeks.
that. How about that?
Yeah.
We're looking at getting our new quarterback, Mark Sanchez, once he gets out of the hospital and everything
Jail.
turns out okay and he gets released from jail. Well, he's in the hospital right now. Once he gets released from the hospital, then jail, maybe he'll be the starting quarterback for my beloved Jets again. Who knows?
And I will tell you, I was watching, of course, I'm a Cowboys fan, and I was watching the Jets quarterback. He has no charisma whatsoever. He's like 64, hot. I think he's already given up on the season.
That's because he knows as soon as he hikes it, he's getting hit in the face.
Well,
And you
I was
got to
gonna
admit,
say,
you look at the Commanders without Jaden Daniels, they're just pedestrian, but with Jaden Daniels, they're something special. And on the Ravens, I mean, oh my goodness, they're already calling for Harbaugh's head now because they've now kind of they've kind of run out of time, and we'll have to wait and see. Cooper Rush from the Cowboys, they're in no rush to get him behind center again. That's for sure.
Yeah, that Ravens decline, I'm sure Harbaugh will fix it. Obviously, I'm a Commanders fan, not a Ravens fan, but the Ravens are always good. That's just shocking that he's lost these games like he's lost them. I mean, especially with the talent that the Ravens have, there's no reason. With Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson, you should pretty much be in every game. So that is an oddity that's a story to watch, that Jim Harbaugh thing, because it happens fast in the NFL, boy. You're on top of the world, and after 3 or 4 weeks of doing nothing, they're calling for the hot seat. So, well,
just ask the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, look at what happened to them. I call that the the Taylor Swift phenomenon, because they just once that all started hot and heavy, they just have kind of gone downhill from there. But they haven't lost to the Jacksonville Jaguars like they did last night. I think since 2009, which is a long time to not lose to a football team, and that was a good game last night, actually. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Now, did you hear the other story about the whole Taylor Swift song and Travis Kelce? Travis. Yeah. That one of her songs talks about how large his manhood is.
Great.
Wow. Yes. Well, that should be a big hit.
A classy move by Taylor Swift. Now, that, of course, is the people who are just diagnosing every iota of a Taylor Swift song. And I'm like, I'm sure she didn't do that. I'm sure that that's not true. But if that's what you want to think, go ahead. And if I'm Travis Kelce, I'm going, hey now.
Yeah.
Well,
because it wasn't on the, it was on the more complimentary side than the other side.
Maybe he wrote those lyrics.
Yeah.
Right. Honey, come on.
Hey, babe, put this in your new record. Just this little line right here.
Turn that number around.
Help me out here.
Well, I guess that's a lot to hold. Hey, listen, real quickly, Dani and Bob always like to make fun of my beloved Brooklyn Nets. I will say, okay, as bad as they are, they did beat the Hapoel Jerusalem a couple of days ago in an exhibition game in Israel, 123-88. So listen, my Brooklyn Nets may not be bad, but they're not as bad as the Hapoel Jerusalem team.
Well,
so
what happened was
Nets.
They started playing and they went past midnight, and it was a Jewish holiday. All had to stop. So
that's 6 o'clock, my friend. Sundown, 6 o'clock. Game's over.
They started on the Jewish. Actually, they started on the Jewish. There was no Jewish players. The Nets just played nobody and still got 88 on them.
Well, the only Jewish players that played for Team Israel were the ones from Brooklyn and New York who played for Team Israel, who are technically Jewish. So there you go. See,
or they go to Cat's Deli.
All right, real quick. I just want to show. So this is the 50th year for Christmas Cash for Kids. And Colonial Jewelers has an M bracelet, which 100% of the proceeds benefit Christmas Cash for Kids. It is on sale. It is on their website right now. If you go to colonialjewelers.com, click on the fashion jewelry tab, red, white, and green quartz bracelet. I think this is awesome. I think it looks amazing. And we really want to thank Colonial Jewelers for their support for Christmas Cash for Kids in its 50th year. So go get a bracelet today.
A couple of them for all the lady friends in the house.
This is a great Christmas gift for people. Great stocking stuffers, or if you're looking for that gift for maybe someone in the office. I think just really nice for everybody, and it supports a great cause, which we love that as well.
By the way, there's event for them. I don't know if you can see that, the Pink Ribbon Gala. It's going to be this weekend from the Hurwitzes. You can go online if you can't make it to donate. So the Do-Gooder Awards are on Thursday. That event sold out. We all know why.
Because you're there. You're there.
Yeah, because I'm there. I bought every ticket. I can't find any friends to go with me.
Buying the tickets does not increase your chances, I don't think. But good try.
So I'm I'm going to be there, and I was told that I have to dress nice. And the only dress shirt that I have is this green New York Jets dress shirt, and I have a green New York Jets tie. But I'm thinking I don't want to embarrass Bob, so I'm going to have to go and find myself a nice dress shirt to wear for this because I don't want to stand out
where the
with Goofy.
shopping is good is down in DuPont Circle.
I'll just go to the Salvation Army here in Frederick and get something there. Thank you very much.
I mean, you can dress conservatively, or you go DuPont, be a little flamboyant.
I do not need a man handbag. Thank you very much. I'm not going to carry that with me to the Do-Gooder Awards. I do not have one. That is a professional laptop bag, Bob Miller, that I carry.
All right. Love y'all, but we got to roll. I got a big show today, and we got our first live guest at Studio 401, so I got to get to the next.
Yeah, they're here, actually.
They are here. They are there. All right.
I got to go
to you guys
video of a Christmas Cash for Kids box being sent, being dropped off. So.
Okay.
I won't be here tomorrow.
All right.
Unfortunately.
Have a great day.
Go cry for me.
See you guys.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to pop them off here. Oh, let's get Randy off too. I don't know why that's still on. Let's see. Oh, here we go. All right. Goodness gracious. It's a lot with 4 people. All right. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with what's happening in Frederick. Then I'm going to switch things around now that Jared Brumfield is in live in the studio. And then we'll get to Gary Bennett from Advocates for Homeless Families. We've got a whole ton of things coming. You just got to take a quick break.
Cosmec Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves. Double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmecHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shining family beyond compare.
At Colonial Jewelers, we're celebrating 77 years in downtown Frederick. During the month of October, everything in the store will be on sale. With the area's largest selection, it's the best time for early holiday shopping or making a special purchase with interest-free financing. The Colonial Jewelers Anniversary Sale, celebrating 77 years as Frederick's premier jeweler. The Colonial Jewelers Box. There's just more in it.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
Sponsored by Taco Bar in Frederick and Gaithersburg and Taquito in Hagerstown. Taco Bar is in West Point Plaza off Route 40 in Frederick and at 3 Russell Avenue in Gaithersburg. And Taquito is at 812 Frederick Street in Hagerstown. Taquito offers the same great quality food with a drive-through experience. TacoBar1.com or Taquito by TacoBar.com.
Oh, that's right. We're going to go over what's happening in Frederick thanks to Taco Bar and Taquito. Love that. Go visit them today. All right. A lot of stuff going on starting October 8th. That is tomorrow. The Vietnam Wall replica arrives in New Windsor. And then starting on the 9th, and we'll get to that, every single day it will be available. The Caregiver Conference, part of the Elder Expo, is on the 8th as well. At the heart of it all, Amplified Change launches they have their celebration, launching their campaign to get an art therapy school in Frederick. Right now, they're doing some after-school programming for some kids. You can check out details at Amplified Change. Just look them up online. All right, October 9th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. is the 30th Annual Elder Expo at the Frederick Health Village. There's tons of resources for you there. Free box lunch for the first 400 people in attendance. It's a free event. espcfrederick.com for more details, but you do not need to register for that one. 5 p.m., there is a live concert, and it's the official public opening of the Traveling Vietnam Wall Memorial. Lieutenant Colonel Oliver North is one of the people to be speaking. Every night or every day that this Vietnam Wall is in New Windsor, there's special programming. So you want to be sure to look up Traveling Vietnam Wall in New Windsor. You will see all the details. It's really going to be spectacular. And if you know anyone or anyone in your family was involved in the war in Vietnam, is a veteran from any war or any branch of service, please try to get out to this. It is open 24 hours a day starting on October 9th at 5 p.m. And it goes until Monday morning at 11 a.m., 24/7. You can go. You can pay your respects. You can do rubbings on the wall. There is a special tent just for Vietnam veterans to go. That is a safe space. Their whole mission is to honor the Vietnam veteran. Unfortunately, that didn't happen when they came home. 6 to 8 p.m. on the 9th is Blossom and Bloom at Union Mills Public House. That is a fundraiser to benefit Change the Conversation. October 10th is Chief Lando's Homelessness All-Nighter. We're going to talk with Gary Bennett in just a bit about that event. This weekend is Color Fest, and the weather looks spectacular. That means there will be massive influx of visitors into the Thurmont area. So 2 things. If you want to go to Color Fest and you've never been, I highly recommend it. It's a great event. I would either go really early or take a lot of patience on finding parking and getting to where you need to go. It's mayhem in the best possible way, right? That's what happens when thousands converge on a small town. But tons of deals to be had, lots of vendors, great food. It is a wonderful event. 10 a.m. to noon, Toys for Tots kicks off with WFRE at Walmart on Monocacy Boulevard. And here's another big thing. I am going to be in 2 places at one time. Well, not really. I've got, thankfully, a very supportive family who's going to help me out here because I just got booked on a live remote for WFRE. I'm going to be at Westridge Square also for Toys for Tots from 1 until 3 p.m. Come on out to Westridge Square. Bring your new unwrapped toy for Toys for Tots. We are kicking off the holiday season this weekend, okay? And then from 1 to 4, I'm going to have some of my team at the Trunk or Treat for Dogs at Double Dog Dare Rescue. I have packaged up over 100 peanut buttery dog treats, and we're going to have some treats for the humans as well. That is at Warman's Mill. So 2 events going on this weekend where you can stop and see Good Morning Frederick and pick up some Good Morning Frederick goodies. And I would love to see you at both of those. Also, let's see, 3 to 5 on Saturday is the Washington Freedom Open House. That is happening on East Patrick Street. And the Washington Freedom are, I think this is the cricket team. I'm not sure. I got to get more details about that, but I've been invited. We're going to get more details for you on that. 6 to 10 is the Pink Ribbon Gala that Bob was talking about. It's at Koblenz Hall at Hood College, benefits the Hurwitz Breast Cancer Fund. It's a fancy dress party. And if you want to go, there may still be tickets available. Just look up Pink Ribbon Gala online and you'll get details there. On Sunday, of course, Catoctin Color Fest continues in Thurmont. From 9 to 5. From 4 to 7, it's the Moon Festival. Did you see the moon last night? My goodness, it was amazing. So beautiful. I believe that it's like the harvest moon, and the Moon Festival is from the Asian American Center of Frederick. And this was celebrated as a time for people, villages to come back together and help with the harvest. And family members far and wide came to support the local village. And so there was a festival that happened, and they're doing one here, 4 to 7. That's at Carroll Creek Amphitheater on Sunday afternoon or evening. And October 13th at 11 a.m., the Traveling Vietnam Memorial Wall closes. So every single day from the 9th till the 13th, it will be open and available. If you want to know all the events going on in and around Frederick, all you got to do is click on the link that's in the description of this video right now. There is a short link to our Everything Frederick calendar. I've got Brody. She's going to be working on that calendar today, adding in hundreds of more events that we have going on. Hard to believe, but we do. This is the event season. All right, we're going to take one more quick break, and then we're going to come back with Jared, who is live in our studio, and we're going to get him on. He's from Jared's Auto Appraisals, and we're going to have him on right after these few messages.
Eggs hidden all across Frederick, every single one a winner.
Oh, I love living in Frederick. It's so nice here. Everything is perfect.
You do know that Frederick has its secrets, right?
Something's happening in Frederick after dark. The places we see every day, they're not the same at night.
Don't start with that. It's just stories.
Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic, we understand how pain can hold you back. We're here to understand what you're going through. For a limited time, you can schedule your first visit for just $50. Give us a call and mention Good Morning Frederick, and let's get you feeling better.
Oh, yes. Whoops. Here we go. Pushing the right buttons here. Pushing the right buttons. All right. We're going to bring on, let's see. We got Randy and want to introduce Jared from Jared Brumfield from Jared's Auto Appraisals live in Studio 401. You're our inaugural guest, Jared.
Wow. Thank you so much. I'm honored.
Yeah, well, thanks so much for coming in to Studio 401 at 401 North Market Street. So tell me what is an auto appraiser?
That's a good question because my kids have been asking me that question for about 20 years. And all my friends too. I don't think any of my friends know what I do. Basically, you know what an auto appraiser is, right? If you get into a car accident, you call State Farm or Geico and they send out an appraiser to do a damage estimate on your car, and then it goes to the body shop. And if there's anything that comes up, circumstance-wise during the repair, the adjuster gets involved, negotiate with the shop, your car gets fixed, and you're on your way. What I am, I'm a little different. What I am is I'm an independent auto damage appraiser, and basically what that means is I don't work for an insurance company.
Okay.
Insurance companies find me. There's often times where there's companies that have like large fleets. Let's say like UPS, for instance. Okay. UPS doesn't have their own auto insurance adjuster, the in-house. What they do is they hire my company to go out, say UPS rear ends your car, right? So UPS is like, well, I guess we're responsible for your car. We have to hire Jared to go out there, write the estimate on your car, make sure that it gets fixed properly and the amount of money that, is owed to you is paid out. So I've been doing that for about 20 years, but the part of my business that I'm really here to talk about are the things that people aren't really aware of on their own insurance policies. Basically two parts. One, say you have a new car Okay. The car is 5 years old or less. Never been in an accident before. Okay. And, little old lady backs out of the shopping center and hits your car. Well, that's not your fault, right? And what happens to that car after it gets hit? It depreciates in value.
Right.
Right. It's not your fault, right, that it depreciated. It's the little old lady that backed into it. So what I do is after you go and get that car fixed, if it has never been in an accident before, and that's, I'm prefacing that. If the car has ever been in an accident before, can't file a diminished value claim, or it's not going to be accepted by the insurance company. Okay. But if your car's been hit, not your fault, no accident history, what you do is you call me and you say, hey, Jared, I was in this accident. Can you help me figure out how much depreciation my car has occurred because of this accident? So what I do is I come up with my little formula sheet and I take the estimate that was used to repair your car, click, come up with a number. And I say, this is how much I believe that you're owed for your diminished value on your vehicle. And then what happens is the customer will then submit that report back to their insurance company. The insurance company that's responsible for the accident, not their own. Okay. So say, for instance, you have Geico, but the little old lady had State Farm. So diminished value would go through State Farm because they're the liable insurance company. Okay. So you submit the report back to State Farm. They would look at the report and say, okay, yeah, we agree with you. We only partially agree with you, or we don't agree with you at all. Okay. But that's basically how the process works. And then depending on how they want to respond is then how I would respond.
Yeah. Because insurance companies are notorious for you're going to accident and your car's worth like $17,000 and there's like, hey, here's a check for 10.
Right.
You're like, what? I mean, and that's, I don't know. Do you deal with gap insurance? Because I know gap insurance is supposed to cover if you owe money on it, but you never get the actual value of your car because they always go with the least amount possible, but you don't do that.
And that's a good transition into the second part of my business. Okay. So what you're talking about is a total loss. That's when gap insurance would come into play.
Right.
Okay. So on a total loss, if you total your car out, it's going through your insurance company. Okay. Now it can go through the other parties, but I'll get to that after. You total your car. Your insurance company says, just like you said, you think the car is worth $17,000. Well, the insurance company is offering you 10. Well, most people don't know that they can fight that offer.
Right.
What they think is that, I have to take whatever the insurance company offers me, swallow it, and move on with life.
Right. Yeah.
Well, that's not how it works. Everybody who has collision coverage on your vehicle, okay, if you have collision on your car, you have in your policy what is called an appraisal clause, okay? An appraisal clause allows you to invoke your rights to arbitrate the offer that the insurance company makes on your car. Okay.
Wow.
So,
yeah. I don't know if anyone.
Nobody knows
that.
about this. Nobody reads their insurance policies.
No.
Nobody does. I don't even read my own, and I do this for a living. Okay. Somebody had to tell me about the appraisal clause. But no, so they make you an offer, you refuse. Now, what oftentimes people get really confused about is the fact that they'll say to their insurance adjuster, I don't agree with this offer. I don't like it. I want more money. And the insurance company's response to you will be, I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do.
Yeah. Oh, I've heard that one before.
But see, this is the trick. And this is what insurance companies don't tell you. You have to actually invoke the language in your insurance policy in order to invoke your appraisal clause.
Wow.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. So unless you say the magic phrase, basically.
Unless you say the magic words, okay, you don't get to fight. Okay. But soon as you write to the insurance company, I'm invoking my appraisal clause, then that triggers, okay, now they're like, okay, I guess we have to go to arbitration.
I hate that we have to know like all these little workarounds, magic things.
It's like, terrible, right?
Yeah.
It's like, it's terrible. And it's borderline shady. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Okay. So you call me, you say, Jared, gosh, they offered me a low amount. What I would offer, the first thing I say to every customer is, I need to see the offer that they made you. And on most total losses, they're going to send you, an insurance company is going to send you a worksheet on how they came up with their number, how they came up with their magic, value to your car. Okay. And then what I do with that worksheet is I go through and I run the market value on your car. Okay. So actual cash value, which is short term, is ACV. The ACV of your car, the actual cash value, is what your car is selling for in the current marketplace. Okay. It's not KBB. It's not JD Power. It's not wholesale or book. Those are all low values.
Wow.
And that's where people get confused. They look up these KBB values and these low,
100%.
Done it.
And you think, oh, well, this is what my car is worth. No, your car is worth whatever the market is selling for that particular time. Okay.
Wow.
So people call me, I run a market value. Okay. If I can find a margin big enough to negotiate with a higher payout for you, then I'm going to recommend that you invoke the appraisal clause in your policy.
Now, you take into account, because I know I have a few Harley Davidsons, and the one thing about Harleys, you do a lot of mods on them. I mean, you put extra pipes and extra lights, and I'm sure cars too. So, and that's where you lose a lot in the appraisal, because they're like, we don't care that you got a $5,000 stereo.
Aftermarket parts and upgrades to cars are always overlooked by the insurance company, because you have people. Well, it's two parts. One, they're running a program. Most insurance companies run a program called CCC. Okay. And basically what that is, it's an algorithm program that insurance companies use to figure out the offer or figure out what your car is worth. People think, oh, there's somebody in some office, with a piece of paper, writing stuff down. No, they plug your vehicle into an algorithm, and then they find, and this is the crummy part. They find the lowest comps for your vehicle, okay? And that's how they make you your offer. They don't even go and look at market value. They just find the lowest ones that are listed. The algorithm puts it together, and that's how they spit out your offer, okay? And this is why people get so upset, because they're like, I'm seeing my car on, all these different websites selling for $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 more, and it's the same car.
Right.
And, insurance companies, this is the great thing that insurance companies do. They'll say, oh, well, why don't you just send us comps and we'll review them? Well, they never give any more money when you send comps.
Yeah.
Okay. And if they do, it's an extra 100 or 200 to try to make you go away.
Right.
They know that most people are not aware of appraisal clause. They know that most people think they have no recourse in fighting an offer. And basically the only steps that people really feel they have is they have to just sit there and take it. And I'll say that 90% of CCC evaluations that are presented to me are all lowball offers.
Yeah.
Okay?
So at what point should people reach out to you?
As soon as your car is totaled, as soon as you get the offer. Don't even look it up. Don't look it up online. Don't call your buddy down the street and go, do you think my car is worth more? No, it's probably worth more. It probably is. Okay. You call me. I run a free evaluation, a market value. It doesn't cost you anything. Okay. And I'm completely honest, because I'm a small company, and my reviews and everything are gold to me. So the last thing I'm going to do is basically try to screw over somebody who's coming to me, because that just makes me look bad, and it's a bad mark on me. So I'm completely transparent with every customer that I have. Like, hey, you are lowballed here, or you know what? There really isn't enough margin for me to negotiate after you pay my fee. So it's probably better. It's in the margin of fair. So you should go ahead and take the offer.
That's great. So you are paid by the consumer who brings you in after the car is totaled. Is it a flat fee? Is it a percentage? How does that work?
So it depends on what service you're asking for.
Okay.
Appraisal clause arbitrations, I charge $400. Okay. Flat fee. And that basically, if I'm charging you that much, I'm thinking I'm going to get you back at least at a minimum of $1,000 more.
Right.
My average take home for people is $2,500 more than what they're offering.
Wow.
Okay, that's my average. I got a guy back last week, $11,000 more on a truck.
Whoa!
Because what happened is it went through CCC and they trimmed the vehicle out wrong. It was the wrong trim level. So they took a base model, I think it was F250 or 350, and didn't include any of the trim packages and any of the vehicles that are actually the same car.
Right.
And I got the guy back $11,000.
Wow.
Yeah, and those aren't isolated incidents. You know,
Right.
$4, $5, $6,000 is common. There's times where I've gotten back persons $600 more than they paid me, and they're happy.
Right.
It just
Right.
You know,
Well, yeah. I mean, if it's more, who cares?
who cares, right? Because you're not getting that money unless you go to arbitration.
Right.
Because like I told you before, unless you say the magic words, you're not getting any more money. So
All right. So I've got your website. It's jaredsautoappraisals.com. And they
That's
can
right.
reach out and get your contact info there. So if your car has been totaled, you've got the information from your insurance, that's when you reach out so that you can see if Jared can help maybe get you some more money.
And also remember, it's diminished value also. So diminished value is when your car's been fixed.
Right.
And it's lost value, then you come to me for that. My company also does like values on vehicles, like for probate, for instance, like, you know, say your mother passes away and she leaves you your car. Well, the state of Maryland wants their piece of flesh and they want to know what it's worth. So
and that's when they go high. They take the
That's
highest
when
one.
they go high. Yeah, that's when they go high.
Exactly.
And so they want your piece of flesh. And so you reach out to me and I'll give you a value on your car that's fair. That the state of Maryland will recognize as what the vehicle's worth, so you can pay your taxes and, you know, transfer the title of mom's car to you. So yeah, we do all kinds of things for vehicle values. But yeah, the total loss and the diminished value, those are the two ones that people don't really know a lot about. And that's why I was kind of out here today trying to like promote that and let people know what their rights are, because, you know, if you get lowballed, you have every right to fight. And even though the insurance
I think most of us are really intimidated and we think, well, they've got all the lawyers behind them. They've got all the people. So it's
big
so
insurance
nice that
companies.
you are in the corner of the consumer, and we love what you're doing out there. And when we get offline, I'm going to chat with you more, because I'd love to make sure people in Frederick know that you are here to help support them. I think what you're doing is wonderful. And, yeah, we really appreciate you coming in today to educate our viewers about this. I'm sure, like us, there's probably very few people that knew that this opportunity existed, and cars are totaled so easily today that I wish I'd known about this months ago. My daughter totaled one of our cars, and we just took the money.
You just took the money.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we felt it was a pretty decent offer, but we probably also could have gotten more, had no idea. So we really appreciate everything you're doing for people, and you cover a huge area, right?
I cover all 50 states.
Yeah, all 50 states. So
Yeah,
it
my
doesn't
website-
matter
my
where you
website-
are watching this, Jared can help you. So jaredsautoappraisals.com. Go there right now, get more information, and reach out to him, and he's here to help you. Thank you so much for stopping by today.
Oh, you're very welcome. I appreciate you having me.
We'll talk to you real soon.
All right. Thanks so much.
All right. Wow, that is fascinating. Oh my gosh, we get taken so easily, don't we? I mean, we just, well, I don't know about you. For me, for sure. I know I do. I just believe what people tell me sometimes, and it's so frustrating. All right, we're going to take one more quick break. Then we're coming back with Gary Bennett and finding out all the great stuff he's doing right after. I don't even know what I've done now. Actually, what I got to do. Here's what I got to do. We got to talk about doing good. Who's doing good?
By Maryland Lottery. Tons of ways to win. Hot scratch-offs like big money, where a $5 ticket could net you $50,000, or the $2 Monopoly ticket with a top prize of $10,000. Go to MarylandLottery.com for all the details. Plus, you can download the app and scan your tickets to see if you're a winner. Must be 18 to play. Please play responsibly.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is sponsored by Pulling for Veterans. Pulling for Veterans is a nonprofit that educates the public on PTSD. You can rent one of the trailers starting at just $1 per hour. The trailer is filled with information about PTSD and how to help. Plus, each trailer honors a vet and acts as a rolling memorial. More details at pullingforveterans.org.
All right. Oop, let me
The
get
home
that
of
up.
everything Frederick. It's
Here we go.
401 North Market Street in downtown. Studio 401, we call it now. This is Gary Bennett, Advocate for Homeless Families, is the organization you've been a part of. And that organization, last year I discovered, has been around since the 80s.
1988.
1988. A long time supporting homeless families here in Frederick.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, they have 12 properties in the city, and they put homeless families through a 2-year program that includes education and training and transportation, whatever they need to get back on their feet.
Yeah.
And they keep the rent very low so they can afford it.
Right, right. So they're not choosing rent or some of these other things that are very important.
Exactly.
And we chatted with Christy, I think it was, who is
Mhm.
one of the graduates from the program, who's super successful now, doing very well with a young family and all of that. It's really
Christy has a
amazing.
wonderful story to tell, and I wish more people could hear it.
I know. She definitely does. All right. So coming up, actually, this Thursday, right? Is it
no, Friday.
Friday. It's Friday.
Mhm.
Okay. You got Chief Lando, a chief of police here in Frederick, staying out all night to raise awareness and money for the advocates for homeless families.
Not just us, but I have a partner in this, and that's Beyond Shelter.
Oh, okay.
So they run the emergency shelter there on DeGrange Street.
Yeah.
So it's us and them, Advocates for Homeless Families, and we want to raise awareness of just homelessness in general.
Right.
And not just the people that you see out all night, even though that's what we're going to be doing out all night, but all the people that are doubled up and tripled up in homes that we don't see. They're considered homeless as well.
Oh, right.
They're couch surfing. So we want to draw attention to that.
Yeah. So what is planned for the evening? I know we've talked a little bit about it, that people who want to support can come down. You guys are kicking things off under the trellis on Carroll Creek at 8 p.m.
Right.
And they can bring non-perishable food or hygiene items as well to donate to fill the cruiser. What else will be happening that evening?
Yeah, that's exactly right, Dani. And, it gets dark about 7 nowadays. So about 8, we'll kick off a short program. We'll have some short speeches from a couple of homeless people that have picked themselves up through help in Frederick County.
Okay.
Of course, the chief will say a few words. The executive director of both Advocates and Beyond Shelter will say a few words. And we have some surprises. And
boy.
I say that because they haven't confirmed yet.
Okay.
But possibly the mayor will say a few words.
All
He's
right.
not sure yet.
Yeah.
But definitely Rick Weldon from the Chamber of Commerce will say a few words.
Yeah.
And we'll have snacks there, all donated, pizza and drinks and coffee. So we'll have snacks, the talks. But I think probably the best part of the evening, maybe the vigil we're going to have as our last item. It probably will happen, if I had to guess, about 9:30 p.m., where a board member from Beyond Shelter will lead us in a vigil of all the homeless folks who have died in the last few years because of homelessness.
Okay.
So that'll be a candlelight vigil.
Yeah, well, that would be extremely powerful. And then Chief Lando is just staying out. Is he going to be walking the creek? Is he going to be staying in that one location? What is the plan for him for the evening?
I believe we're trying to mimic what a homeless person might go through who's unsheltered. So we're going to stay in one place with lawn chairs and blankets and heavy coats. I'm going to be with him, by the way, just in case he has to get up and leave because of an emergency.
Right.
And Nick Brown, the executive director of Beyond Shelter, will stay up with him as well.
All right. So it'll be at least 3 of you. Plus,
We'll
I'm
be,
sure friends and supporters will be there as well.
Yes, anybody who would like to stop by at 2, 3, 4 a.m. in the morning, especially if you have a donation.
Sure.
We'd love to talk with you and chat with you. We'll be in lawn chairs in one place.
Yeah.
Right there in the trellis area.
Okay. All right. So you will be in one place, easy to find, right at the corner of the creek and Market Street, South Market Street. And really just, again, experiencing what it's like not to have a place to stay. The weather's getting colder. It's a great time of year to remind us all that there are people out there who, need some help.
Yes, and I failed to mention that Frederick has a couple of new services that you may have read about. There's the Living Showers Ministry,
yes,
which provides showers for homeless people. They're going to be there and possibly with their unit.
Oh, wow.
That people can take a look at. And then something that just started up was a laundry service, a free laundry service for homeless people. That was just in the Frederick News Post last week, I believe.
Yeah, and I think that's Wade, right? I think we're going to interview him. Milliard?
Yes, Wade Milliard will definitely be there and say a few words. And he's trying to arrange to have his bus there, which holds the laundry facility.
Yeah, that's an incredible launch for Frederick and for the people of Frederick who need those services. There's nothing better, from what I understand, talking to all these organizations, for someone to be able to have a shower, clean their clothes, and, kind of, get that start on their day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So this happens Friday night.
Friday night, I'd say about 8 p.m., maybe 8:30 p.m. But bring your non-perishables, your hygiene items, and we're going to stuff the police cruiser with those items and give to the homeless shelters.
Well, we love that. We love the fact that you are a part of this board. You've been a part of it for a long time. You're out and about quite a bit, and not to shift gears away from this overnight thing, but you do have Canines on the Creek coming up through another organization you're part of, which is the Lions Club.
Yeah.
And that is coming up October 20th.
Saturday, October 25th.
25th.
Yeah, 25th. Thank you for mentioning that, Dani.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. That's a lot of fun. It's really caught hold here in Frederick. We do that through the Lions Club.
Yeah.
And that's a fundraiser as well. And all the money from that goes to Leader Dogs for the Blind.
Yeah.
The Lions Club, they were charged to be Knights of the Blind back in the 1920s when they first were formed.
Yeah.
So that's what we try to do here in Frederick. And we have fun at the same time with this doggy costume contest and parade.
That's right. You're going to want to grab your costumes for your four-legged friends, and your wife. You guys are fostering a dog for leaders, right?
That's right. We need to get her in here, but
yes.
But yes, Leader Dogs for the Blind trains these dogs to become guide dogs.
Yeah,
and they start off with basic training from just rank and file citizens like us. So my wife thought it'd be a good idea. So we have a leader dog in training, a puppy, for 1 year.
Okay,
and we do the basic stuff. Come, heel. Things like that.
How's she doing?
We're doing okay. We're about 6 months in, and Rosie is our dog.
Rosie, that's right. I couldn't remember her name, but I saw her when you guys pretty much first got her, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's doing well.
That's awesome.
And we think she'll make it, but you never know. Only 3 out of 10s actually become a guide dog.
Yeah. She'll be a good dog for someone, irregardless of whether she's for the leaders, for the Leader Dogs for the Blind. Well, look, you are an amazing volunteer. We're so proud to have you part of our community as part of these two great organizations. And I know you do a lot of work, and we appreciate you very much.
Yeah, for you retirees out there, I highly recommend it. If you're really retired, get involved in the community. You'll never regret it.
Yes. And if anyone is interested, I'll make sure and put you in touch with Gary Bennett. All right. Advocates for Homeless Families starts Friday night, this Chief Lando homelessness, the overnight initiative, and then Canines on the Creek coming up October 25th. You can always stay tuned right here, and we'll have more information about both. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dani.
Oh, what a great interview, and so appreciate everything Gary Bennett is involved in. And he's right. If you're retired and you're looking for something to do, please reach out to one of these great organizations. We keep Mama Cone busy enough in her retirement, though. She runs the shop. She helps me at events. She is a phenomenal addition to my team. Here, just in case you missed it, this is the photo of the skeleton peeking over the fence when you're getting on to Route 15. So if you needed a smile for today, there you go. And smile before you get on to 15 North for sure. I want to thank you guys so much for watching and for all your support always. Thanks so much for the comments, the private messages, everything you guys do to help make Good Morning Frederick the show it is. Our 400th show is coming up soon, November 7th, and we're in the throes of planning what we're going to do that day. It's going to be a great, great event. And watch Good Morning Frederick and the events. Make sure also, I didn't put it up here, but the egg hunt, October 20th, you better go to Good Morning Frederick's Facebook page and RSVP, because that's where all the images are going to go, and you don't want to miss it. All right. Have an awesome day. Get out there and let's be great.